Hey, Washington Township, I have 4 project updates that are going on in town right now. I say this all the time. I can see from stats that Washington Township is my biggest following. Thank you so much. But also, these 4 projects are probably the 4 most asked about things in messages and emails to me. I've written about them all. And I said, you know what? I'm going to come out and do a video. We're going to talk about them. Right now, I am in the Gantown Plaza in front of Harbor Freight. And you got the Fun City complex here. And guys, right here we have some construction taking place. Right in front of the Harbor Freight and Fun City is this construction. This is a really interesting project. And I'll just show you right here, and you've probably seen already the banner. Coming soon. I can back up a little way without getting hit. Coming soon, 7 Brew Coffee. Now guys, what 7 Brew is, it's a coffee shop, right? But it's a unique business model. They are drive-through only. There is no interior customer spaces, 2 full lanes of drive-through. Now, the other extra twist with this is, you can see they built the foundation there. It looks like they have a basement area and a pad. The interesting construction model is the building itself is developed off-site, like in a warehouse. It's a model that the Checkers hamburger joint also uses. So they're building this foundation here, they're connecting the utilities. You're gonna be amazed. In a week, there will be a full building here, because I've chatted with the owners, and they told me within probably the next week, unless there's any weather complications, they're gonna be coming here with the 7 Brew building, a giant crane. They lift it up and drop it in place. It gets bolted in, it gets secured. They got some more work to do after that, but this 7 Brew coffee shop is planned to open probably in April, barring any weather issues. What a wonderful woman who I spoke to. Her and her husband bought the area franchise. So get this, they own the franchise rights to all of New Jersey and at least the Philadelphia suburbs, city in the suburbs, and they have big plans for a lot of locations, and it's a wonderful thing that they chose Washington Township as what I think will be their first Northeast location. Also on the Black Horse Pike is this development taking place behind me here. I'm directly across from AJ Flooring and the Del Val Pool Store. Guys, this project is a new apartment complex for 55 and over. There's, I believe, 64 units were approved. What you're seeing here with this cinder block tower construction, that is where the elevators and probably the stairway is going to go to support 3 floors. They've already started doing the wood frame construction for the first floor. Moving on to the next project. Also on the Black Horse Pike, I'm standing in front of the at-home superstore here. It's the large building in the back. But we're actually talking about this smaller building right here. Guys, you know what this is. This is the former Boston Market. Most of the Boston markets through the country have closed. Deptford is still open. I think it's the last one in New Jersey. About a month ago, 6 weeks ago, crews showed up. Well, this porta potty first showed up. Crews showed up. The signage was removed maybe 3 weeks ago. Inside, they've completely gutted the place. They've removed even down to the flooring. It's like the base concrete is there. I can see, you probably can't see because we got glare going on. There's just one table in the middle for construction crews. I can see some electrical wiring. Looks like they put some new drainage in right here. Like the lower wall is actually just like the exposed cinder block. They really took it down to the bare essentials. And then right out here on the exterior, they've done some work. They put a new entrance there. I think there may have been like a freezer box in the back. But they're getting ready to do some work here. Did I say what this is going to be yet? Guys, it's a Chipotle. Chipotle's coming in. I wrote about this one, of course. I wrote about all of these. There is a Chipotle already on Egg Harbor Road. That one's gonna stay open. They're gonna have 2 of them. It's just, and people will say, oh, they're so close. Why do they need 2? It's a complete, look, if you live over in the Egg Harbor Road area where that Chipotle is, you're probably not gonna drive over to Black Horse Pike. They're hoping to catch all these cars. It's a Sunday afternoon. Look at this traffic. They want the second location so that they can pull these cars in off the road and come into their new Chipotle. And those same cars are not going to go out of their way to go to Egg Harbor Road. Moving on to the next stop. And likely the biggest, most exciting story is taking place right here on Gantown Road. Guys, the brew is not through. I am standing here on the parking lot of Brusters Ice Cream. This place has been open for decades in town, just loved by everybody. It was closed the last 2 seasons. And I think you guys know this story. The prior owner did not want to operate any longer. He put it up for sale. A car wash was approved to come in. That didn't take place. Then a second car wash stepped in. They were going to build it. All those plans fell apart. And luckily for Washington Township, a couple, Tim and Kristen, who just love their community. Tim actually grew up in Washington Township. They're raising their family here. They stepped in and they saved Brusters. I caught up with Tim last week. He actually had me inside, took a look at the place. They're going to open in April. Guys, their plan is to open in 1 month. Brewster's Ice Cream. They got a brand new awning in the front. Now, so you may have noticed this, or you're going to ask the question. This used to operate as a Brewster's and Nathan, where Nathan brought like a hot food menu, the hot dogs and fries and different things. When they reopen, it will just be ice cream. That's the plan going forward. And guys, let me tell you, the ice cream's amazing. Brewster's has all their own recipes. All the ice cream's made in-house. I think there's like 100 different flavors of ice cream that they rotate, like maybe like 20 at a time. It's pretty cool being inside there too, because like when they shut the doors down 2 years ago, it's literally everything was just left the way it was. Like the waffle, they make the fresh waffle. You know, not only do they make the fresh waffles here, the exhaust for like the heat goes right outside. So like when you're standing out here, you get the smell of the vanilla waffle cones cooking, just to kind of lure you in. But they rotate those ice cream menus like, you know, weekly, or I forget how often Tim told me. I can't wait for them to open. I think the community's gonna love it. All right, so this is my last story for now, but let me tell you, I think I shared this with another video like last week. I got like 10 things to talk about and write about for Washington Township, so I got some more stories to come, got some information brewing on some other, whatever. Just stick with me. Hey, I'm Mark from 42freeway.com. I normally write about new things coming to South Jersey. I write an article, share it to Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. I'm trying to do a lot more of these videos. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, whatever it takes. Thanks, guys.